Combo decks take no skill. They're just mindless, linear combos with zero player interaction. This is the battle cry we normally hear at locals, generally from the player who plays fur hire. You guys make fun of furries, but let me tell you, everyone gangsta till the FarfaYGO hit the board and draw 3. Combo decks take no skill, you just set up 5, 6, 7 negates. This seems to be a prevailing opinion in the Yu-Gi-Oh community. I want to share with you an analogy that I feel like encompasses this discussion quite well that I had on my stream 2 weeks ago. By the way, follow me on twitch.tv/Farfa, join the Discord at discord.gg/Farfa, and follow me on Twitter.
Pokemon is checkers. Magic the Gathering is chess. Yu-Gi-Oh is Call of Duty Modern Warfare. You play chess and you're like, pawn e4. And then Yu-Gi-Oh is just like, Block Dragon Special Summon Needle Fiber.
I don't know what it is, but for some reason, specifically this discussion seems to bring out the most heated debates in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like Xbox versus PlayStation. Seriously, by the way, it's PlayStation. Gears of War, yeah, imagine playing a video game where every character is just Triff gaming, but with a gun. Combo versus control decks is like discussing left and right wing American politics right now. And it's for good reason, really. If you guys remember 2018, sorry, I got like 3 months of therapy for that format. Contrary to popular belief, Firewall Dragon is neither fire attribute, dragon type, it certainly doesn't keep out Mongolian invaders during the Qing Dynasty, and it absolutely will not protect your personal data from cybersecurity breaches. Sorry, this video is not going as expected. I have an old video that breaks down in pretty eloquent 5-head detail, if I do say so myself, the concept and the meaning of fun in Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically, the TLDR of that entire 10-minute discussion, gotta get that ad revenue, is that in Yu-Gi-Oh! There needs to be some form of interaction. Without interaction, you've essentially removed the entire essence of the game, which is competing with another person. So the problem that I find is that the very essence and win condition of a combo deck is to remove as much of that interaction as possible, either by brute forcing hand traps, and then proceeding to set up boards that shut down every and all of your opponent's plays. It's essentially just multiple floodgates with extra steps. Now, the big question is, does that make it skillful? So there's 2 ways to divide this, and trust me, I've developed an actual scientific method for this, okay? 2 important concepts, I think, holistically make up the idea of a skillful interaction. Number 1, we can look at the mechanical skill involved, and number 2, we can look at the game sense involved. Mechanical skill being able to actually competently function the cards in a correct operative order, and number 2, the game sense being specifically your interaction and understanding of the game as a whole and the meta and your opponent. Beginning with mechanical skill, yes, you could say 2 warriors is Isolde, Charlemagne, 2 negates, and the card looped out your opponent's hand. Once we add another layer on top of that combo, we can ask, well, what does Isolde plus an extender do, for example? Further than that, we can go with what does Isolde plus a tuner extender having the Isolde negated do with just the needle fiber interaction? What's a combo that specifically plays around Ghost Ogre or DD Crow, particularly end on in a board? You have a very complex combo that plays around one specific hand trap, plays through 2 hand traps in the process, and then chooses to end on board X over board Y because board X plays around this matchup or this specific card rather than board Y, which plays around that matchup or that specific card. Sure, sometimes you literally just scream negate at everything your opponent does and you just win, but generally if both players open well, there will be a degree of interaction. Yes, combo decks take no skill if you open 0 hand traps, lose the dice roll. By comparison, it's weirdly hard to mess up normal summon Alistair and set Sugma punishment. Although if you've watched my streams, you'd be really blown away at how someone can mess up something like Invoked. How does that measure up against control decks? That's a video for another time. I understand that my average viewer is just over the age of 8 years old, so I won't take up too much of your limited attention span, but let me know in the comments. Don't say floodgates if I'm literally just gonna not read your comment if I see Mystic Mine anywhere in it. Peekaboo!
Me flip judgment protect, there can be only one.
Are you having fun, kids? Really want to hit 100k subs at some point, so please subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, adios.